Talafalava, Samoa, Talafalava, San Diego, or should I say Malo Lele. Now you're watching Tropical Jams, and this is Big Chino here, and we're over here at good friend Siaosi Veimau. He's here from the Kingdom of Tonga, and he's got a beautiful studio here. He has his own surf shop, and he's been teaching for the last 10 years. How's it going, Siaosi?
Doing very good, brother. How you been?
What got you started, and how did you want to go about doing this and teaching your class?
You know, I learned from my younger days. You know, being around my grandfather. My grandfather was back at home. He's one of the chief. So he took care of the dancing part, and so I just kind of picked off from where he left off.
Now, how long have you've been dancing with your kids, and how long have your kids been dancing since you've been teaching them? And how does it feel to know that your kids are doing as well as you are?
I don't know about well, but you know we're getting by. It's a great feeling to watch kids actually get up and express themselves in a different way other than aggression and all that kind of stuff that you see out in the streets. And our whole thing in here is getting the kids and pushing them to their limits and seeing a different side of culture come out in their emotions and in the hand motions and feet works.
Siaosi, there's another thing that you like to do. Looks like you have fun doing it. Now, I want you guys to see this, man. This guy is on hit. Look at this guy. This is a bodybuilder. Check this out. Now, that's not just a guy just hanging out here and messing around, you know, with the kids. This guy is a bodybuilder, and, you know, Siaosi is like the man on Muscle Magazine. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Siaosi, now, what styles of dancing does your halau do?
Well, we do most of Polynesia, but I try to concentrate on my own of hula, and because it's like the most popular in Tahitian, of course. So I tend to stick with what's popular because that's what bring a lot of people together. But hula-wise, I gotta take it upon myself with the help of my kumu in the past, Esther Correa and Kaleoonalani. I've learned so much from them. I take what they have given me and run with it and try to do something for myself and something for the kids.
Oh, Siaosi, do you have any classes for little kids?
Actually, we do. We take them as young as 2 years of age, and the reason being is the kids are not focused yet. As long as they're surrounded or as long as they're around the culture, things just click in within time. Even though they're just running around and doing their own thing, but just making sure the kids are around it makes a big difference within the next year or two. We also have the young young girls, once again between 6 and up to 17. We also go up to the oldest. One of our oldest is 65. So everybody has their own categories.
Now, Siaosi, we were watching the young men dance in there, and we noticed that they were doing a type of move that looks like sort of like martial arts. Now, what is that?
Oh, that's just my. I guess you. In dancing, we tend to live. I live my dancing through life. What I watch on TV, what I see on the street, plane that flies across, the birds. So when you see the martial art, that becomes a dance to me. Regardless of what dancing it is, it lives. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's just basically taking a portion of what I've learned throughout the day and incorporating it to a Polynesian, to the Polynesian dancing, and just trying to. All it is, I'm just trying to keep the kids motivated, try to give them something different, something new that keeps them going. I'm not trying to put down our culture or the foundation of our culture, but in here in my studio, I try to create new culture for my studio, not for anybody else's, but for me and my students. So we try to make our own tradition in here. And I guess that you can call it the Kaleoonalani tradition. For the people that's watching outside, it's nasty. They may say it's not traditional, but what is tradition? To me, tradition is what I put out here in front of the kids and what we make together. So we're trying to create our own tradition here in Kaleoonalani.
Now, Siaosi, how does this help our culture to keep it alive, our Polynesian culture?
Boy, that one hits. You just got to look around. Maybe we probably have 1% of us that are here that are Polynesian, and the rest, I can probably say 75% are Asian. And our culture lives and continues to live through other cultures, other ethnicity. So it's just not Polynesian that's dancing Polynesia these days. Asian has taken over Polynesia. Like it or not, those of us that are Polynesian would much rather stay at home and be proud that the blood that runs through their veins and say that they are Polynesian or whatever they may be. But little they realize that the culture is more than just the blood that runs through the veins, that you actually have to live it and form it so that others may see it and see the beauty of the culture. It's just not, it's not skin. Skin has nothing to do with it. You got to live the culture. And then our culture just has, there's a magical touch with our culture, and then just, it doesn't just attract, like I said, it doesn't just attract one, it attracts all different kind of race. And that's a grand thing.
So basically you're just bringing people together with this culture, right?
Well, I'm not doing anything, I'm just, the culture does its own thing. The culture is alive. And all I do is open up the door and let the kids in and let them have fun. And that itself, just trying to keep the door open. The kids come in and regardless of what color you are, you come in and you see a whole bunch of kids having fun. And then they just drive on that. They just drive on watching other people having a great time. I mean, if you turn around and look at the class, how many Polynesian do you have out there? None. Right now, there's none. You know, I've got blacks, I got Mexicans, I got all different kind of races that are in there, and not Polynesian. That's a sad part, that I don't see my own people, the Polynesian people, stepping up and showing that it is within them.